Hello, Thrift Store Dave here again. Here for part 2 of a continuing series that I'm going to be doing about a lot of vintage Hot Wheels, Racing Champions, and other brand cars that I'm helping to sell on consignment for someone. So I'm going to show you some recent sales and then we're going to go dig into a few new boxes. Okay, so first off, I was able to sell that Gearbox Chicago Fire Department Ford Expedition for exactly what I thought I would get for it. $30 was a really nice price for this. Someone actually bought it out of the country. Next, I was able to sell another Hot Wheels Annual Collectors Nationals car, a 1967 Camaro. This one was limited edition, sold it for the $40 that I thought I would get for it. After that, I was able to sell this Johnny Lightning Dukes of Hazzard General Lee car. This was a rare one amongst Dukes of Hazzard collectors, and it did get the $81 that I expected to get also. So I had a pretty good run this week. Next, I was able to sell another of the original 16s, a Beatnik Bandit, designed by Ed Big Daddy Roth. This one got into a small bidding war, and I was able to get a little extra value for it. So happy to get $142 for it. And last but not least, I was able to sell an interesting Hot Wheels Car Plus bobblehead, an Elliott Handler bobblehead. This was also limited out of 4,000. I accepted a best offer because there was a little bit of damage to the box. But again, if I can't sell things at auction, I will list them fixed price, and you can check out my store and note that I will accept reasonable offers. Okay, so to begin this part of the video, I'm going to explain what I'm wearing. In the spirit of the era in which a lot of these cars were designed, I'm wearing jeans and a white t-shirt, just like the Fonz would do, or anybody else who liked these types of cars in the era in which they were designed. Also, as a reminder, I'm selling these on consignment on behalf of a self-described crazy old lady who I'm sending a shout out to, and you can see these cars on my eBay store, which is LC208, and you can bid on them yourselves. I'm going to be listing a number of them every week, and you'll be able to see them. So without further ado, let's get into something big to start. There are individual cars, but there are also sets that are made that are special editions. This is one of those types of sets. So this was a cool piece. It was a limited edition Hot Wheels Treasure Hunt 2003. This one's still in its paper. I'm gonna open it, but I'm gonna reseal it in the paper. It's kind of a cool unveiling of sorts. All right, and you can see here, we'll flip it up. It's a nice set. So this is the Treasure Hunt 2003. It's a limited edition set, limited to 1,500, and there have been recent comps on eBay that go for upwards of $200. This is a very nice piece. I'm excited to be able to help sell it. And yeah, the hardest part was honestly finding the right size box in which to ship this. Because it's big and awkward, but I found the right size box. And so this is probably going to be going up this Saturday, which is the date that I'm posting this video I'm filming. Okay. Let's see. Let's go through a couple other goodies here. In this box, we have a series of cars that I was able to get in larger containers to keep them safe, because these boxes are important to the part of the value of them. So here first we have a Hot Wheels club exclusive. It's that redline club where the red lines on the wheels or tires of the car enhance the value. So this is redline. This has got a pin that comes with it. It is a 55 Chevy Bel Air. It's a beautiful piece, limited edition to 5,500. You can see the sticker on the back. And this comes in a set of 2 and some homework that I've done. I've got to see if we have the other one in this set. Here we go, other Bel Air. This is the gasser version. So I'll show it to you just through the extra container here. But these guys in a set go for as high as $400. So very excited about that. This one again also comes with its own pin and is serial numbered to 4650. So very cool couple pieces to start with here. All right, so we got some redline items here. Next, pull out another goodie here. So various other series exist for Hot Wheels. One of them is called the Hot Wheels Classics, okay? This is from series 1 of the Hot Wheels Classics collection. It's very securely stored, as you can tell. All right, so this one does not have any special serial numbers, but it apparently is still rare. This is a 2005 Toy Fair exclusive. As you can see here, it's in great shape. Cardboard still looks good. These go for upwards of $125. So we'll see what people want to bid on it. But again, a very nice piece, very cool collection with some diversity now. Let's go through a few more. This is an interesting, different piece. Hot Wheels also has done endorsement for oil companies. So Gulf Oil is one of those companies. And not many comps exist on this one, but it's a Gulf Oil sponsored car. It's in the collector's edition. This one's serial numbered out of a limited edition of only 4,000. This might be a $500 car. Kind of crazy. But again, if it's rare and people like to collect these things, they are worth it. So very happy that we came across this in the collection as well. Okay. So diversify a little bit, we are gonna go into a couple boxes here. This is an interesting one. If there's any Ghostbusters fans out there, they made an Ecto 1 Ghostbuster mobile, and this was out of a limited edition as well of 6,530 pieces. Not a really pretty car if you ask me, but enough fans are nostalgic fans of the Ghostbusters, and so I think people will be willing to pay about $100 or more for this piece. So very cool. And again, came with its original box, which is awesome. After that, another interesting piece in here. Let's see here. Comes with its original invoice. Okay. So this is a Comic-Con Batmobile. In its original packaging, you can take the original paper off of it to reveal what it looks like. Oh, this is so cool. It's the 1966 TV series Batmobile. So I sold another Batmobile for over $100 that was a holiday exclusive, but this one's really, really neat. It's in its original case, beautiful piece. Hoping I can get upwards of $100 for this piece alone. So again, back in its protective paper, in its bubble wrap, in its box. All right, before we go through a few more of these cars, I want to switch gears, open up another box here, just to diversify some of the things that we look at and talk about. Because a lot of people are into Hot Wheels, but other people like other types of cars that are vintage and models of cars. So another interesting genre, and I was able to show an example of one of these in my last video, are the floor model cars, like the promos for different cars. So you could have a car dealership that's trying to promote something new, and they will make a model for it to give it to people to try to get them to want to buy their car. So these have been made by people such as Ertl or AMT, and it's a pretty fascinating situation. They've got different ones from different eras. I'm going to open one so I can give an example of how carefully these are packaged and what's really neat about them. But then I'm going to show you some examples of what I've got. Okay, so the way in which these are opened, let's see here. Okay. Honestly, this one's as good as any. The specific rules on these, this is a 1991 Geostorm GSI, okay? You're supposed to pop the box open like this. You then are supposed to open the box and then roll it open. So that way nothing inside gets damaged and you're protecting the piece, okay? So we open it up, we roll the box out. Even within that, there's additional cardboard fasteners to keep this in place. So we can open that up, take off the tissue paper, And you can see in its original tissue paper is the Geostorm model. So very interesting. A lot of these models I've looked up comps on. They go anywhere from $15 new in box to as high as $50. What's interesting about this is we have so many here. And so these may not be worth an individual's while to sell one car at a time, but when you have a whole box full of them, you're able to do really well. So examples of what I have in here that I'm going to list include various Corvettes. We've got the Corvette Anniversary, 1970 Anniversary. We've got a 91 Corvette. We've got a 94 Corvette, a 95 Corvette. We've got a 93 Corvette. We've got another additional Corvette in a different color. So again, lots to sort through. I think the best value opportunity here for the collector or for me as the seller is to sell all the vets in a lot. And that way a person who likes Corvettes can get a pretty complete collection and save a ton of money on shipping in the process, okay? So do look for these to be listed as a lot. I may not open all of them. I have to think through this. But some of these go for 15 bucks, some as high as 50. I think I can get more value by selling them as a lot. So very exciting find there. In addition to the Corvettes, we've got other bigger ones like a Chevy Blazer from 1996. We've got a Camaro convertible from 1995. We've got another Camaro from 96. So a lot of different Chevy options here. There's a couple other older vets from 84 and 86. You can see it's starting to pile up here, but I'm excited. We've got a lot of cool stuff here. It's gonna be a joy to list all this stuff. I'm gonna pause right now and get some of this cleaned up, and then we've still got the rest of this box and a little bit more of another box to go through. All right, so I'm gonna put this on pause. I'm gonna come back a little more organized for the next wave of goodies. Okay, thanks again for watching. If you haven't liked the video so far, please hit like. It could draw more attention to the page, get more interested buyers for the person for whom I'm consigning, and also could help my channel grow in the process. I'm really enjoying learning about these cars as I'm trying to sell them. Remember, the eBay store is LC208. Next car, we have another Redline collection. It is a Hot Wheels. It is a 2016 club car. So very cool piece. There's been a wide range of comps for these. This is, again, serial limited edition out of 3,000. These go anywhere from around 400 to 600. So very cool collectible piece. Excited to see that one and what it could go for. After that, we've got another Hot Wheels. This one is a 56 Chevy Nomad Handyman car, sponsored by PPG. So again, another limited edition to only 3,000. A lot of variability on pricing for this, but could end up in the $150 to $200 range. So another really cool piece in great condition, box is well protected. So enjoyed seeing that one. A couple more in this box before we complete it. And you're gonna like these are really cool. This is different from the other ones. It's Hot Wheels as well, but it looks to be Japanese. Or at least another language whose characters I'm not familiar. So I'll show you right here. It's a black and gold car. It's from the Custom Car Show Japan, it says. And it's serial limited edition to out of 2,500. So very cool piece. Looks like comps for this one range in the 350 to 500 range. Again, new in box, it's in great shape. So very cool. I didn't realize the extent of the collectability of these transcends continents, okay? Last one from this box, and then we're gonna dip into one more box after this, is really cool. This is part of the Carroll Shelby Foundation series. And so this is a special commemorative edition. It says 1 of 1, but on the back it says it's serial numbered out of 4,000, but it's the Shelby Cobra. And this is a really rare piece. I think they've gone for as much as $800. I'm curious to see what this can go with. It's not super low serial number. It's 2532 out of 4,000, but I know it's worth hundreds of dollars. And it's a very cool piece. So very excited to have this one to also try to sell. I'm gonna pause one more time so I can get this last box open. We're dealing with some delicate equipment, pieces here, but very interesting ones. You're gonna wanna watch that, and I've got a very rare one that you're gonna wanna see last, okay? So I'm gonna click back on in 1 sec. Okay, I am back for one last run at this before I get tired. Couple interesting pieces here. Let's unwrap this one. This is a Johnny-Lightning series piece, commemorating Back to the Future. So multi-piece item, new in box here. It's got figurines and vehicles. It's in great shape. Box doesn't have any serious damage on it. Probably about a $90 piece. So cool piece for a collector of Back to the Future. Also a good entry-level piece for someone who's not wanting to drop hundreds of dollars on stuff. Okay, after that, you have a couple interesting pieces here. They're cylindrical. We've got here this guy and this guy. It is Snake and Mongoose. Snake rocket oil and Mongoose rocket oil. So these are cars within tires meant to look like oil cans. So the two cans together, they look like they could probably go for about 120 bucks. These are to promote people that are drag racers, like Tom McEwen, who's the Mongoose, and then Don Prudhomme, who is the Snake. Incidentally, my dad used to drag race, so shout out to my dad, who was a drag racer in the late 70s and probably raced some of these dudes or knew some of them. But yeah, they've got some very unique presentations for collectibles even within here. So not too expensive, but very cool for the entry-level Hot Wheels collector. So awesome to see that. All right, next we've got another box here. What's in here? Okay, we've got a couple more from the Selection series. This is 2013 Selection series, and then we've also got a club exclusive. So the Selection series, this is probably a $90 car. It's limited edition out of 4,000. The specific model, it is, it says 1 of 2 in the series. It's a 69 Ford Mustang. And then on top of that, we got a Beach Bomb 2 from the club exclusive, and this is from 2016. Also limited edition, but to 6,000. So this is comps in the $60 range. So again, cool pieces that are nice, in good shape for an entry-level collector. So kind of nice to have this variety here. All right, I'm getting tired. I imagine you guys are probably getting tired of watching this. So I'm gonna show one more cool piece. Plus I've got a lot to list now, so I've got to get cracking as far as putting things up on the site. This last piece is an interesting one. It's Hot Wheels in brand, but it's very tiny, and yet it packs a lot of value. These retailed through collectible channels for about $20, and now go for in the $900 to $1,000 range. They're a Hot Wheels M&M's car. Okay, so very cool piece. I'm going to open it very slowly and carefully. It was distributed in 2013, and as you can see, it's got a special, not candy-coated shell to the case. You lift it, and there is your teeny tiny M&M van. Super cool. It's called the Cool Combi, and I guess these aren't super common, which makes them very valuable. This is, again, in its original packaging. It's a Volkswagen model, and these are very hard to come by. People really want them, and I've got one that I'm going to be able to help sell. So very excited, and I consider this a privilege to be able to list this and sell it. I'm going to be putting this one up on this Saturday, which will be January 20th, I believe. And if you're interested in any of these specifically, please reach out to me. Again, you can like my videos, and then you'll be notified if you subscribe of future videos when I post them about other items from this collection that I'm going to be posting. There are boxes upon boxes that I'm going to get to go through and help sell. So if there's something that you think might be in this collection that you'd want to buy, there's a very decent chance it is in here. So I'd appreciate you guys, again, liking the channel, checking out our LC208 eBay store, and yeah, I'm going to continue to post other parts of my content and my thrifting and reselling. So I have some diversity of content for other subscribers. And but yeah, for now, thank you so much for watching. I'm Thrift Store Dave. Take care.